living in Mauritius. What is the village life really like? So if you are on this channel, of course, you are going to want to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because chances are you've been looking quietly. You're the quiet lurker in the background that's been researching maybe Cabo Verde, Cape Verde, Mauritius. Maybe you're also looking at Portugal or Spain. Maybe you're looking at South Africa, but Mauritius just keeps popping up. Ma'am, sir, I've been there before too. I thought we were going to move to South Africa a couple years ago. I was looking at South Africa, looking at Johannesburg, looking around like, oh, it's nice. But I keep seeing Mauritius pop up. Like, why does Mauritius keep popping? What is Mauritius? Ma'am, sir, I started looking into Mauritius, and I'm so glad I did. So I'm here to give you the scoop that we did not have before we left East Africa to come to Mauritius, Africa. This island nation is hands down Africa's best kept secret, and it's such an honor and a delight to be in a community and a nation like this. You're gonna find out which of the 5 villages that I'm going to reveal in this video may be ideal for you, your family, whoever's coming with you, because life out here, it's too easy, it's too simple, it's too beautiful. And I want to share the sheer joy with you so that you can make the best decision when you move to Mauritius, Africa. Albon, Mauritius. This village is in the west of the island. This is the first one I want to tell you about because I didn't know about it when I was coming. To be quite honest, a lot of the content you see about Mauritius from other expats, they typically cover like Grand Bay, Black River, Tamarin. I hear a lot about Flick and Flack, but in my humble opinion, those are not the best villages, the best places to be. I've compiled a list of my personal favorites because I've spent good amounts of time in all of these. I've looked for houses in these places, I've lived in these places, and these are my top 5. But let me give you context. I'm a mother of multiple children, I'm a wife, I'm an entrepreneur. Here are the things that I like. I like peace and quiet. I like cleanliness, I like stability, I like great infrastructure because I work from home. So our business needs that good infrastructure. But then I like it to also be walkable. I can walk to my favorite mall. I can walk to my favorite stores. But then I also want to be in proximity to other expats, to other people internationally. And so that's what I get out of a lot of these places, except New Grove, which we're going to get to later. But number 1 is Albon, and it is in the west of the island. The west of the island is immaculate, so beautiful. The airport in Mauritius is in like the southeast or like the southeast. And so you're going to see the beautiful city of Myburg, okay? Mahebourg. And it's a wonderful place. We went boating out there, fantastic. The children absolutely loved it. But when we saw the west side, particularly the small, tiny village of Albon, we looked at property out there. Oh my gosh. You could walk to the beach, so the property didn't have a pool. Since you could walk to the beach, it was like, okay, well, you kind of got your little beach going right there. We saw a 4-bedroom house over there. A very kind French lady showed us the house. Very beautiful. And then like if you walk down the street, there's this delicious little burger joint, and I was like, oh wow, if we would have seen this house before the one that we live in now, we probably would have chose that one. It's also much more affordable than where we live in the north. We live in an international expat area where like a lot of the wealthy people live. We live in an area that has a lot of doctors and people of that caliber, and so that's just like where we live. But if you are on a budget, don't be shocked. Don't be like, oh, I can't move. Like, you really can, especially if you're from America, Canada, Portugal, the UK. Like, you can afford it. Your currency is already stronger, and so you're going to be able to afford it, especially if you're an entrepreneur. That's just an entrepreneur with a successful business. That's going to be an easy one for you. But the West is family centered. It's quiet, it's coastal. There are few expats. That's what I liked about that area. It kind of felt like you're just off the grid, like you're just off somewhere. You're just living your best life on your premium visa with your digital nomad residence. You're just living your life. That's what it feels like over there. Okay, now let's go to the next one, which is Mocha, Mauritius. And we almost moved to Mocha. I'm gonna go into a short story about that because it's quite interesting. Mocha was like the first city that came up when we were looking at Mauritius, probably because they have a lot of tech headquarters, finance headquarters, international companies out there, very much corporate, startup business life. A lot of people who would work from the city, whether they're expats or actual Mauritians, they would work in that area in Mocha. And it's up in the mountains. So I live in the north, but to get to Mocha, I have to go up and down into the mountains, if that makes sense. I know that sounds so crazy, but I live in the north. To get to the central area, which is south of me, I have to go up and then down into the mountains to go and see Mocha. So it's at a higher elevation. It's a bit cooler. So if you do not like the beach life, if you want something that's like a little more cool, reminds you more of like somewhere in America, like we're from Ohio, Mocha definitely, you know, has like the little cloudy days. It's like, yeah, that's familiar. I don't love cloudy weather. That's why I live near beaches. But if that's your thing, you know, Mocha could potentially be for you. Like I said, it has tech headquarters, finance headquarters. That's where you're going to see some of the skyscrapers. The Albon Cyber City is not too far from Mocha. Mocha's a wonderful place. It's so beautiful. And the capability and ability for the real estate firms here to actually show you these houses, let me tell you something. When we were in East Africa, just gazing and daydreaming about our life in Mauritius, getting in contact with real estate firms in Mauritius to help us find a house so that we could land and just come in ease, they actually showed us, like, they went through, did video tours, like live on WhatsApp, to show us the housing. This was a house we were looking at in Mocha. We saw a mountain view. It had like a little upstairs area for the children. It was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. And it was quite affordable. It was 60,000 Mauritian rupees, and that's like $1,200. So that was affordable as a 4-bedroom house. It did not have a pool. The houses in Mocha, Quartier Bornés, near the central, typically aren't going to have a pool, because again, this is in the mountains. So you have all of these different climates in Mauritius. This is why during this video, I'm literally going into like the different parts of the island, because that's context that you need to have that we didn't have before coming. So that's Mocha in the central, great schools, super green. It gives you mountain village life, okay? And the infrastructure, of course, is fantastic down there as well. Grand Bay. Grand Bay is super popular. Behind Mocha, Mauritius, Grand Bay, Mauritius is somewhere that a lot of expats hear about. Like if you look up Mauritius, you're probably going to see Grand Bay. You're probably going to see the La Croisette Mall, which is one of our absolute favorites. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous. They even have properties over there, like apartments for sale, perfect for Airbnb investment. We had checked that out. Now, the people who are on members only already have access to that content that we did and those tours for like Airbnb investments. That's really good insights. That's something that you do want to be aware of before coming, especially if you're someone that is looking at selling your home, renting your home out, and then acquiring more property while abroad. Mauritius is the ideal place to do it. It's really like one of the only places to do that in Africa, if we're quite honest. But that's not what this video is about. Let's get back to the north side of the island, Grand Bay, which is ideal for expats. People from all over are in Grand Bay. Everybody's here. Mauritians are here. Local Indo-descent Mauritians, and then Afro-descent Mauritians, and then African expats, and then people from Europe, and people from China, and people from Indonesia. And you see people from everywhere. Even when we were coming, I met someone that was from Australia. Like, people come from everywhere to come on this island, and it just works. It's peaceful, it's beautiful. You meet so many different people. We met somebody from Belgium one time, met somebody from Nigeria, met somebody from Cameroon, met somebody from the Congo. A lot of South Africans are here as well, like a whole lot. And so that's probably going to be the demographic that you find the most, okay? So that's Grand Bay in a nutshell. Now, it's best for digital nomads and high-income earners. Grand Bay, out of every village on this list, is definitely the more pricey one. And it fits with the lifestyle. Like if you're an entrepreneur, you're a digital nomad, and it's important to you to be in a high-income area, then obviously Grand Bay is going to be one of the best bets on the island, okay? So that is Grand Bay in a nutshell. Very beautiful. Obviously, the sun is always shining in Grand Bay. Lots of malls, lots of things to do. It's the closest you're going to get to like a nightlife. And even that, it's not super crazy, super safe. Now, all of the villages that I'm talking about are all safe. Like, there's not one particular area on the island that's like, oh my gosh, that's don't go to territory. And that's something that's so hard for Westerners to understand, because it's truly an island that's just in the Indian Ocean, right smack dab in the middle of the Indian Ocean, right off the coast of Madagascar. And so it tends to attract very peaceful people, high income earners, people that are serious about their life. And then they have a lot of surveillance everywhere, which obviously offsets crime. Like, nobody's about to break into your home if they know they're going to be on video. Nobody's about to mug you when they know they're going to be on video. So that's one of the things I really love about the island. Like, even our house, we have our surveillance system. We have the electric wires, so you know nobody's coming to do anything weird. And the Mauritian people are just so peaceful. So I want that to be a caveat that you understand throughout this video as I'm going through each of these different villages. All of these villages are safe. All of these villages are places that I would live in, openly walk in, walk down the street with my phone out, like openly just chill and be at peace. Okay, now New Grove, Mauritius is an area that you will not typically hear about. We found it when we were booking our stay when we first landed. New Grove, Mauritius. It's a small town. It very much gives you like the Indo-Mauritian vibes. You almost kind of feel like you're maybe like in Little India or something like that. The people are so welcoming. It's super small town, super quiet. You see the mountainside, but then you also see the ocean. Oh my gosh. I hope we can put in some footage right here, because when I would go on that balcony and we saw the mountain and the ocean, it just blew our minds. Very much local. They have like an Intermart down there, which is one of the grocery chains here. Intermart typically has most of the things you would need, but obviously it's not like super you were one of the bigger malls that has like everything, but Intermart's there. You can get the things that you need. Definitely small town vibes, small town feels, definitely more affordable than living in the north. This is the south of the island, so this is not even the center. This is really the south of the island. New Grove is a fantastic place. You're not going to see a lot of properties readily available down there though. They do some building, but it's nothing like the building they do on the north or east or even on the west side of the island. Down in that particular area, it's very just like chill. People aren't doing too much. They had like a little park that the kids could go to. It was just a fantastic vibe. It's the inland village vibe. You're not that close to the beach, to be quite honest. You can see the beach, but it's going to take you a while to get there. It may take you like 20 to 30 minutes to actually drive to the beach from New Grove, okay? But it's a fantastic place. I definitely suggest that you check it out and visit it, because it's really a beautiful, peaceful vibe, you know. Even like when we landed, a hurricane had just passed, and so we would hear like the wind coming, but it still felt very safe and peaceful. It's just like, it just gives this off-grid feeling. But the only drawback of New Grove and that area in New Grove is the fact that internet for us was not that great. Now, the place we were staying had like all of their routers connected. It was supposed to be top of the line. We could play Netflix videos. That was great for the children. That was fantastic. But I could not do the work that I do for my clients. I could not get into my email marketing service provider and my clients' retention service providers. That's heavy technology that requires a lot of internet. And the area of New Grove just didn't have the internet capabilities for me to actually do that seamlessly. So it was good that we were treating that as like a 2-week vacation, so that I could come somewhere up north or in the central or in the east to get better reception, because that is definitely a drawback. So if you're doing remote work, you work online, you have your business, your virtual firm, New Grove may not be the best place for you. It's definitely more of like a stay there for a couple of weeks type of thing, experience it, but then go back to where the internet connection is much better so that you can serve your clients, okay? Now, the last place is both Triolet and Trox Beaches, okay? We went to Trox Beaches a few weeks ago, and it was the best thing ever. Like, when I tell you, I'm like, oh, we should have known about this place. We didn't know about it, you know, but that's why I'm here doing this video, so you will know about it, because it's by the beach. It's super walkable. They have all of these like boating activities. There's food everywhere. There's something about it that was just a vibe. Like, I can't even properly put it into words. There's local food all over. It has a little bit of a hustle and bustle. It's in the north of the island, but it's more budget friendly. I think that's what really stuck out. Trox Beaches is super budget friendly, whether you're renting or you're looking to buy a property. They have fantastic properties over there. Walking to the beach, walking to the pizzeria. It was just like, okay, that's potentially somewhere that people should land first, or like stay in and like live in multiple years, because it's a fantastic village on the island. Of course, all the Mauritians know about it. They're like, yeah, we love it here because XYZ. And I'm like, I didn't even know about it. Like, I wish I would have known about it. But now that I do, I'm happy to share that information with you. It's a fantastic place. And like share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Share this in the groups that you are in. Share this on your social media pages. Share it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you share your stuff. Share with 5 people, okay? Because Mauritius is Africa's best kept secret, hands down, and you are going to be able to live your dream life in Mauritius, just like we are living our dream life in Mauritius, okay? It's so simple, so easy. And if you are a consultant, if you are an educator, if you are a freelancer, if you are an entrepreneur, you should consider checking out the Black Educators Amplified 8-week accelerator. Cohort 7 opens in a few months, okay? This is the official announcement for Cohort 7. I have not been leaving the enrollment guide down below, but now that we are almost done with Cohort 6, we have a fantastic client in there, functional medicine provider with a focus on dialysis. But now that we are nearing the end of Cohort 6, the doors to Cohort 7 open soon. So in the meantime, I have not put the date out, but in the meantime, check out the enrollment guide. It's a long page, it's a long sales page that answers all of your questions so that you can see if it's the right fit for you right now or not. Now, I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna let you go, ma'am, sir, I'm gonna let you go do whatever you were doing the rest of your day. But just remember, before I let you go, we had just had a client last week that was deciding between Spain and Mauritius, and they ended up, hey, I think I'm gonna just go with Mauritius. It has better requirements, a better residence option for them. And you know, Africa is Africa. And then we have members, guys, members that come and comment and say, hey, due to your members only videos, I was actually able to get my premium digital nomad visa while still in America. You hear that? They got their residence while still in America. That's how easy it is to do business and live in Mauritius. There's literally nothing stopping you. The only thing stopping you is the lack of information you have. But guess what? We're here to give you all the information you need. And Mauritius also makes it very simple. You can go to the Mauritius Economic Development Board website. They're going to lay it all out for you. Okay, that's what I love about this country. They lay it all out. There's no secrets. There's no like, oh, you need to know the da-da-da-da. They lay it all out so that you can seamlessly come in, live your best life as the West is clearly declining. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video.